Victory, the story of a lone survivor. This is the last Richmond-built Kaiser ship that exists, really. Everything else, 747 ships, and they're all gone except this. I'm Tom Bottomley. I'm the purser. I've been the purser since, I think, about 2001. And I keep the records of all the crew hours. I maintain the petty cash fund. I have a base $200 a week that I work with. The contributions that are put in the contribution box here, I use that as building up the fund. Any excess each week goes to the association treasurer. And all the records and paperwork I keep track of and file. Yeah, I was in the Third Army in World War II, and I came home from France on a Victory ship like this. It was completed as a troop ship, so there were several alterations. The deck house was extended aft quite a bit. There's a troop day room that extended the full width of the deck house. The troop mess room was an extension of the cabin forward where our number 3 hatch is now. And of course, the accommodations for the troops were all below deck there. I think they had some USO women on the ship in the cabin deck coming home. The officers were on the cabin deck. It was a very comfortable trip. The food was terrific. We left Le Havre on New Year's Eve, and it was late, so I went sacked out right away. And the next morning, they kept announcing, "Come up for breakfast, come up for breakfast." And only about 50 people showed up out of 250, whatever it was, 2,500 troops. The rest were seasick. We had fresh eggs, fresh milk, fresh bread, things that we hadn't had for a couple of years. Had at Christmas dinner, New Year's Day, I was in charge of a platoon. It was the 80th Division coming home, and they said, "Can you get a Sarge? Can you get us on KP? Can you get us on KP?" So I checked. Okay. Thursday night, from midnight to 8 in the morning, there was really nothing to do, so we just sat in the mess room there and ate. In 1999, I had a heart surgery, so I switched from doing deck work to paperwork. And going through the cabins, I did a complete inventory of each of the cabins there. I found information on the voyages that it made, the people who were on board, things like that. I made a record of everything I found and used that to compile a history. I think the actual history itself runs to about 30 pages or something like that. The rest of the book is illustrations and excerpts from newsletters and things like that, newspaper clippings. It's available on the ship. It's out of print at the moment. They're working on printing up a new supply. It sells for $20 a copy.